going on, guys? Welcome back to Disc Business. Today I was up at Hinson Lake Disc Golf Course for the MVP Circuit Challenge they had, brought to you by MVP Discs. They had a pretty sweet player pack, and you were only allowed to use these 3 discs that were included in the player pack. Alright, first things first, let's talk about the discs. This is the first disc that we got, the Axiom Rhythm in their Neutron plastic. Pretty sweet Fairway Driver. Got mine in 171 grams. Good feel to it. Alright, I like this plastic. It's nice and grippy. It was pretty rainy out there today for the tournament, so I needed the grip. Definitely used my towel a lot, but I needed that grip in the disc to be able to get where I wanted with my shots. This is directly from the MVP website. We got an understable fairway driver, fantastic hyzer flip potential for high-powered arms, great driver for beginners. Neutron plastic is super durable and offers great grip, which it does. I can attest to that. And flight numbers I'll put up on the screen for y'all, but it's speed 7, glide 5, turn -3, and fade 1. So going in, I kind of thought this thing would fly similar to my Lat 64 Maul, which is one of my more used fairway drivers. I'll say I'm able to, get good power behind it. It's got good glide. This one, not as glidey. I did throw a couple of higher shots with this, not meaning to, but they ended up being a little bit higher, and it didn't glide quite as much as I wanted. And the turn -3, I wouldn't say that's as turny as the Maul. I wouldn't say that it turns as harsh as the Maul, in my opinion. It stays pretty straight out of my hand, and yeah, not a lot of fade out of this thing. Flies really straight out of my backhands. I only threw it once forehand. That was on hole 17, that I needed a really straight shot, and I put it exactly where I wanted it to. Of course, I missed the birdie putt, but that's the way it goes. But Axiom Rhythm Neutron plastic, definitely going in my bag. I'll be using it as a fairway driver, and anytime I need to hit a nice straight shot. Alright, next disc that we got in the players pack was the Streamline Echo in Cosmic Neutron plastic. I got me a pretty sweet pattern on mine. Picked a heavier one for my mid-range, 177 grams. From the MVP website, once again, it says it's a straight flying mid-range, shapes lines and holds angles really well. Ooh. Got some thunder for y'all. It's coming down out there. We got the tournament, and it was just starting to rain. Didn't really start downpouring until late in the afternoon, so good thing the tournament was in the morning and got through it without getting absolutely poured on. But back to this disc. It says it's got a deep rim and feels great for both forehand and backhand. It says the Cosmic Neutron plastic is durable and the swirls are gorgeous, which, as you can see, it does look pretty darn cool. Numbers on this one I'll put up on the screen. Like always, we got speed 5, glide 5, turn -1.5, and fade 1. Now, I threw this one a lot forehand, just because I needed to, put it in some pretty tight spots. I wasn't throwing it like I normally throw. Wasn't hitting it like I wanted to. Normally, my forehands with a mid-range go exactly where I want them to. I'm pretty accurate with the forehand, but I don't know if it was just me not getting warmed up, or the course, or maybe it was the disc. Not really sure. I wasn't quite getting where I wanted it to, Blame some of it on the rain, I think. Couldn't really get a grip at times, but the Neutron plastic, I can say when it's, you know, dry to slightly damp, you get a good hold. Once you get, you know, excessive moisture, you're not gonna have what you need there, like any disc really. But yeah, this thing flies really straight, no fade at the end that I noticed. Like, I threw this thing forehand and it was expecting to get some fade on some of my shots, and it just didn't at all. It just dropped. So wasn't quite used to that. I would put it up there with, I would put it up against like a compass. Will it be going in my bag? I think I can rotate it into my mid-range every once in a while. Alright, and the last disc that came in the players pack was this bad boy right here. The MVP Atom in Electron medium plastic. I got a kind of a grayish purple, pretty cool color combo. You can see the swirl better on the back side. See those little variations in colors? Mine's 173 grams. Alright, pretty solid putter. It's got the grip rim. You know, good feel out of the hand. Definitely needs to be dry though. Especially in the moisture today. My thumb was slipping on this plastic and I was blowing on my fingers, wiping it in dirt, using a towel, trying to get every last bit of grip I could with my putt. According to the website, super straight flying putter, which it is. Great for putting, approaches, and driving. Yes, Electron plastic provides amazing all-weather grip when dry. I'll agree with that. Speed 3, glide 3, turn 0, fade 1. Accurate numbers for this disc. I threw it, you know, obviously it was my putter the whole round. I threw it off the tee a couple times when I needed a nice technical short shot. I did throw it forehand a couple times. It does hold a nice hyzer angle if you need it to get around some obstacles. I was in some thick stuff today and I had to just rip it to get out of the bad situation, and it ended up holding the line like I needed to. Highlight of the day with this disc was hole 19. It was an island hole, 197 feet, I believe it was, to the pin. Small island. No one else on my card had hit the island, and I threw with this thing, and it just straight shot, little bit of fade at the end, and just sat right on the island, 5 feet from the pin. It was a great shot with this disc. So will this one be going in my bag? Absolutely. It's a great putter in my opinion. Feels great in hand, flies great, really has a good pop out for me. I was throwing it on the practice basket before the round start, and it just felt great, and I knew that I could hit some putts with this, and I did hit a couple birdie putts. One was kind of a downhill putt, a little risky, but I went for it. Ended up hitting the birdie putt. Unfortunately, I did miss a couple birdie putts, and you know, my score wasn't great today, so let's go ahead and talk about that. It wasn't great, guys. I ended up at +7, as you can see from the scorecard, which is pretty rough, I know. You know, hole 18, as you can see by the scorecard, I hit 6. I went OB twice on that tricky hole to get across the out of bounds line, and I didn't do it. So that's 2 strokes that I gave up late. There were 2 or 3 birdie putts that I should have had, honestly. A couple drives that were just really not where I wanted them, and I had to scramble just to save par, or sometimes ended up with bogey. So with a little bit more practice putting and consistency, definitely I'm hitting par and I'm getting my birdies in. Could definitely end up with a -2, -3, -4. I think was one of the higher scores in the division. I played, I was playing men's rec, so just going out there to have fun, really try out the new discs. It was a brand new course for me. I'd never been there before. I really like it. It's a good mix of short technical holes at the very beginning, kind of opens up as you go. The back nine was a lot more wide open. There's one hole that's 500 some foot. I didn't have a great drive on that. I threw it, probably killed about 50 feet when I hit a tree late. So I think I could have birdied that hole. It was a par 4. Definitely could have birdied it if my drive was better. Started off pretty poor with my drive accuracy. It was hitting trees. It was not holding lines. I'll attest that to a brand new course, brand new discs, tough weather conditions, not windy, but definitely rainy. Everything was wet today. So I put myself in tough circumstances. Came out all right, That's the story of the Hinson Lake tournament. Hope you guys enjoy. Sorry I didn't get any footage because I was playing a tournament. But no, I appreciate you guys sticking around watching. Check out the Instagram post. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to the video. This is the last video that we're going to have for a couple weeks. I'm heading out of town. Won't be playing disc golf. Won't be recording anything. Disky business will be back sooner than you think, guys. Thank you. We'll see you next time.